Oh, please, someone send me some help. I need help so badly. It hurts so much. My name is Alvin. I live out in Oklahoma City doing electrical work. It's always been a pretty profitable job. People always need electrical wiring done around here, so I always made enough money to keep myself happy. I loved going out partying. I loved ordering food at restaurants. I loved buying women dinner. It was a pretty good life. That is, until a few months ago. You all know what I'm talking about. COVID-19, the greatest epidemic of my life. People are afraid of it. The terror everyone feels about catching the virus is enough to make them want to stay away from everyone, including the construction workers. There have been fewer and fewer jobs as time has gone by. This was a problem for me, as it meant I was running out of work to do. Or rather, my company was. So take a guess what a company does when they don't have enough work for people. They lay people off, and that is exactly what happened to me. In mid-April, they decided they had to let some people go, and I was just one of them. No more job, and I had to look for other means of getting money. The government sent out a stimulus check, and I was able to use that for a while. It helped me to pay for food, albeit I had to be a bit more conservative of how I bought it, but that was nothing I could not handle. All through it, I kept looking for a new job. All the electrical companies that I applied to either never got back to me or interviewed me and then never got back to me. But after enough time went on, I started running low on money and only had a little over $1,000 left in my checking account. And I had to prioritize my food over my rent. I explained it to my landlord and she did not seem happy about it, but I didn't really care enough to remember what she said. I knew I needed food. This continued for weeks until I ran out of food. I wanted to go out and get food, but I could not. I was too much pain. Being starved put me in so much physical pain. My stomach hurt like crazy and I felt too weak to drive and get food from a shelter or something. That's when I crawled over to my phone with just one arm to call an ambulance and told them that I was so starved I could not get up. Hello? Please, I am in great and tremendous pain. I don't have enough food in my apartment to sustain me and I don't have the strength to get up. The operator just sounded confused. Sir, why do you not have enough food in your apartment? She said in a monotone voice. What? That's not important right now. What's important is that I'm on my apartment floor starving to death. Can you send someone to help me? Sir, it is not anyone's fault but your own that you do not have enough food to feed yourself. Don't call 911 to tell us that you are incapable of that. Fraudulent 911 calls are punishable with fines, and it sounds like you need the money right now. She hung up on me after that, leaving me trapped on the floor, starving to death. After that, I broke down and cried in pain. My stomach felt like it had a borehole drilled into it. I tried so hard to thrash about in pain, but I felt too weak to, so I laid there and cried. I cried for hours until a maintenance worker came into my apartment with a maintenance key and walked up to me. Sir, what are you doing crying for so long? I stopped crying when I saw him walk up to me, smiled brightly at him, and tried to reach my hand out to him, though about halfway up it trembled and fell down because I was too weak. Sir, I don't have any food to eat and I'm starved half to death. I tried to call 911, but they would not come for me. They told me that it was my fault for starving to death. Please, take me to the hospital. The maintenance worker said nothing as he leaned down in front of me. But sir, why don't you have enough food to feed yourself? Those words made my hairs stand on end and wiped that smile away and into a frown. I lost my job and the stimulus check does not pay me enough to keep me alive. Please take me to the hospital. He just shook his head at me. And you have no one to blame for that but yourself. You also have no one to blame but yourself for the noise complaints that we have been getting from your neighbors. Your crying is becoming very distracting. Please stop or there will be consequences. With that, he got up and walked towards my door. I tried to reach my hand out to him, but it hurt so much to do that. Wait, please, I'm sorry that I lost my money, but I'm going to die if I do not get help now. Please! I tried shouting at him, but my voice was just too raspy and dehydrated to say that, and it cut off at the last word. Not that it mattered, as he did not respond to me and just closed and locked my door. That was it. I could not get any help from anyone, and I could not help myself. No one wanted to hear me. And that was 2 months ago. Since then, I used my last bit of strength to crawl myself over to the charger for my phone so I could at least keep in touch with someone. I tried to call my parents, but they told me that they were having money troubles as well and could not afford to help me. I called my brother, but he did not pick up. Ever. No matter how many times I called him. I called my sister, but she told me I needed to be smarter about how I spend my money. I tried to call my old coworker, but he told me that I was more than capable of getting my own food. No one has helped me, and no matter what happens, I never seem to starve to death here. I am beginning to wonder if I'm in hell, because no matter what happens, I always just get hungrier and in more pain, but it never ends. I've been trapped on my couch for the past few months, unable to get up to even use the bathroom. Imagine what kind of state my living room is. I dare you.